get the most, not the lesser. Straight terror, product of your errors. Pushing culture, baby, got that product you can measure. Trendsetter, the one who get the weather. Swerving while I'm bumping project. Yeah, rolling through the city with the big dogs. Fuck the laws, loyal with me, we ain't got a cow. Nelly on silent with the product, then the pill loud. That's how you make the money.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the weirdest thing I've ever discovered. So, my customer called me, said his engine didn't run. Well, I found out what caused this issue. Somebody replaced the AC compressor over here, and it's not right. It sits too far forward. So what ended up happening was half the serpentine belt got caught behind the crank pulley, and as you can see, the carnage here. So what happened was the serpentine belt cut into the timing cover and then blew the timing belt apart. So more videos of the rebuild done here soon. Should be done today. Belt. Final update. Rear end's on the ground. It's completely out of the car. There it is. The infamous torque tube. And then here's why we're replacing this. You can see, very slightly, this is twisted, and it wobbles. See her cone here, it's walking around. It's not a perfect plane. So this, it's no good. Bearings are making noise too. Replace.
Reason I started all, Lord, she's praying on my downfall, hoping I'll never make it out of this town. She won't leave me alone, most evenings all I do is sit at home, think about the girl I done right or wrong. She's got my heart tied in a knot, will I make it out? No, probably not. All I got left to do is sit here and drink. Another lonely night down at the bar. Cause I'm getting into fights and I'm falling hard.
Just waking up in the morning, gotta thank God. I don't know, but today seems kinda odd. No barking from the dog, no small. And mama cooked the breakfast with no harm. I got my grub on, but didn't dig out. Finally got a call from a girl I wanna dig out. So hooked it up for later as I hit the dough. Thinking, will I live another 24? I gotta go, cause I got me a drop top. And if I hit the switch, I can make the ass drop. Had to stop at a red light, looking in my mirror, not a jacker in sight, and everything is alright. I got a beat from Kim, and she can fuck all night. Called up the homies and I'm asking y'all, which part are y'all playing basketball? Get me on the court and I'm troubled. Last week fucked around and got a triple-double. Freaking niggas every way like MJ.
Sitting, Mr. Tay.
Our windows, bitch.
What'd you tell him?
Our windows, bitch.
Yes, sir.
Listen.
Listen up.
I got turbo, bitch.
You heard the turbo?
Put it in first. Floor it.
Oh, yeah. Stop playing with him. Stop playing with him. Tell him, don't even play with you, bro. Oh, yeah. Do it one more time. Oh, fuck.
That's okay. All right, man, you're good. Just back her back up where she was. Keep going. get used to that, man.
I got a good clutch.
Yeah, you do. It's brand new.
Yeah, I got a good clutch.
That's why I said dump it, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Shit. What's your name? I need you.
Chris Brown. Not gonna lie.
Hey, I know that's wild, though.
Not gonna
All
lie.
right, so you might as well do a couple moves too when you do it.
I want
Straight up, nigga.
You want your shit fixed?
Go to who?
You want your shit fixed right?
Okay.
Go to Chris motherfucking Breeze.
Okay. Chris Breezy. Chris Breezy at his finest.
Listen to this shit. This car been sitting for fucking over a year.
What you tell him?
Torn apart.
Okay.
The car wasn't even in one piece. It wasn't even a fucking car. It was
Wasn't
a
a
puzzle.
It was a puzzle. Now what's that?
I ain't even hit the gas. Neither.
You hear it?
Drank a lot of coolant too.
Yes, sir.
Go.
My nigga Smooth.
Right now, man.
You missed it, bro. He was just doing a couple little burnouts.
This whole ready.
Smolder pump. What you don't know is that is actually a turbo engine.
Okay.
You can't hear it because it's all stock.
Yeah.
But once we're done with this thing, she's already got 250 ponies.
This whole ready.
I see it's steaming a little bit, though.
Well, it's oil.
That could be the swag.
Nah, that's oil burning off the motor and shit.
It's burning oil from my hand.
She ain't gonna do that no more. Because I got the shit to fix that too.
Hey, let me move everything. All right, a little update of where I was. All the pistons are out. We got the crank exposed. Get ready to clean this bad girl. Here's all our parts. That's all the parts that move inside your small block Ford 302, minus the crankshaft and the camshaft. But really very simple engines. Now it's time to get the crank out and clean this bad girl thoroughly and then put it back together. Thanks for watching.
Wait a minute, get it how you live it. 10 toes in when we standing on business. I'm a big stepper, underground methods. Top notch hoes, get the most, not the lesser. Straight terror, product of your errors. Pushing culture, baby, got that product you can measure. Trendsetter, the one who get the weather. Swerving while I'm bumping Project Petter. Yeah, rolling through the city with the big dogs. Fuck the laws, loyal with me, we ain't got a count. Silly on silent with the product in the pillar line. That's how you make the money pop for everyone involved. And if you don't deserve a cut, then we gon' cut them out. My barber got me looking proper every single time. Fresh big, getting fitted on that top grade. No, you ain't rocking out a lie, smoking what we on. And you know I got it for the ones who gone. R.I.P.'s in your memory, we carry on. When I die, they will not bury me, not what I want. Burn my body, pour my ashes in the river, y'all. That's how we knowin' that the flow about to carry.
Honda, go vroom vroom. Customer states, I put engine oil in my car and the engine's still locked up. I think you put it in the wrong hole.
Reason I started it all, Lord, she's praying on my downfall. Hoping I'll never make it out of this town. She won't leave me alone. Most evenings all I do is sit at home. Think about the girl I done right or wrong. She's got my heart tied in a knot. Will I make it out? No, probably not.
I don't know, but I just looked out my door. There's an engine riding shotgun. What? This here, guys, is a 1989 International school bus with a 7.3-liter IDI that everybody in the Ford community knows. This is the non-turbo version, pre-turbo being 89. This bad girl runs like a champ. Enjoy the music of the sound this bad girl started. Real men drive buses. Stick shift. But you have low oil pressure and random misfire and cam solenoid codes. It is probably this seal here or this seal here. So remember that, gentlemen, women, whoever loves the 3.5 liter Nissan motor. If you strengthen the primary chain tensioner and you go ahead and address these with upgraded seals or make your own, or if you're a person like me, you can make it all bulletproof. If you can fix those, all the red lines that are in here, and find a way to make sure it doesn't fail, you can put a good amount of power, about 450 horsepower, and I wouldn't say it wouldn't be a whole 100% reliable at 450 in a lot of cases, but I think this engine can handle easy 500 without risk of, a rebuild for more power in the future if you're really planning for it. Back engine performance. We got ourselves a Honda R18. New pistons, new bearings. Actually, it was pretty nice job here. We didn't find nothing too wrong with this bad girl. Honestly, I don't even think we needed to do all this, but we did a quick hone job. As you can see, we got an S45 crosshatch in there now. A little bit of carbon scoring vertically. These old rings for the old pistons where the oil control ring was very, very plugged up. The head looked like it was 150,000 mile head. And then I realized that we have this plug here. So if you guys have a 2006 to 2008, some cases the 09 R18 Z1s and A1s, your block would crack here. So they revised it and put this stupid thing here.
Some will call the women and some will steal the Bible for the sake of my survival. Baptize me in a bottle of bean, put Johnny on the vinyl.
And then, clearly, we got this one. So, small black 350. Oh yeah, get this too. Everything is bad on this. You can see daylight through the valve. You can see right there, there's light shining. Welcome to the mechanic shop where we do stupid fucking things. We have a Porsche 924 doing a clutch. What a fucking joke. This car sucks fucking balls. Alright guys, so 40-year-old fucking axle nut does not come off at all. Okay? We gotta pull the transmission out, which is in the back of the car. And you have a torque tube down the center of the car. And then you got the transmission bolted to the clutch and flywheel through a torque tube all the way up here. There's like a million fucking things you gotta do to get that stupid thing out, to even access the bell housing, which is also bolted on by itself. A little piece. Like, it's bits and pieces. And guess what? You can't even take all that out until you remove the entire fucking exhaust. Yes! Let's go, Porsche! Alright guys, 2008 Ford E350. Here's a common problem with these things, guys. Watch yourself. This radius arm has broke. As you guys can see, it's broke all the way through. The whole bottom half is not holding on. And as you can see, we're hanging on by a hair right up here at the top. So today we're going to be replacing It's fucking radio time. Ford life. All us techs know. If it wasn't for Ford, we wouldn't have a job. Job security. Hey guys, customer states. I got a weird grinding noise from my brakes. Bro, there's no brake pad. That is caliper bracket on rotor. 1973. I finally got it running good. Now we're gonna do a full restoration to this car. We're gonna take the fenders off, sand it down, paint her up. Doing some work back here. Got a voltage regulator problem. A few other things, but for a 50-year-old car, man, she runs really good. She's all here and to save the test of time. You'll see why we're rebuilding it here shortly. Let me find it. Shitty paint job. Somebody repainted the car once. This is the original color though, so it's all here. Good rest though. So here in a couple months, we should have this thing all back together, looking brand new.
Wait a minute, get it how you live it. 10 toes in when we standing on business. I'm a big stepper, underground methods. Top-notch hoes, get the most, not the lesser. Straight terror, product of your errors. Pushing culture, baby, got that product you can measure. Trendsetter, the one who get the weather. Swerving while I'm bumping Project Petter. Yeah, rolling through the city with the big dogs. Fuck the laws, loyal with me, we ain't got a cow. Nelly on silent with the panic, then the pill alarm. That's how you make the money.
Alright guys, this is her done. Just got the engine back in time properly. I think we set her at about 14 advanced, which 12 to 14 I hear is best for these. This thing loves 14. Got about 80 hours into this project now. Hood's back on. Car's looking clean, man. She's ready for the road. This thing's been a nightmare. It started with a C's motor. The engine that I took out of here had a bent rod number 4, which is that connecting rod hanging out right there. And with our old block. But yeah, that's what caused us to rebuild a whole nother engine. That was bad that we got too. Had bad bearings.
Listen, it's not that old people are bad drivers, or that young people are bad drivers, or that women are bad drivers, or that men are bad drivers.
It's that the U.S. has a policy saying, hey, before you're 18, you need weeks worth of driver's ed training and hours worth of practice on the road to be a safe driver, knowing the rules of the road. But once you're 18, fuck all of that. Just go down to the DMV and just say, hey, I need to take a license test, and we'll test you on 10 things. And if you don't screw up those 10 things, you get a license. You get a license for...
Yeah.
Spare the van up tomorrow with the rest of that stuff.
Yeah, we got the head, the crank. We got both heads, the crank, and the cam that still pick up. But it's all here. Big Blue is being saved by Big Red. Alright guys, this story here is of a 90s Mustang. A customer called me and said that he put an Eddie Bauer intake off of an Explorer on his car, and then the car ran and stalled out. He thought it was a starter, replaced the factory starter with a high torque starter, and I show up, okay? And this clean ass Mustang, man, oh, I was so sad when I saw this. So the guy routed the throttle body spacer coolant line to a vacuum hose. hydrolocked the freaking 302 and bent rod number 4. Look at this. The rod was bent and twisted. It was smacking off the counterweight, and the rod was smacking off the cylinder wall. Piston skirt counterweight. It was, yeah. This video is for anybody who has decided to do timing chains on their 2.5 liter Nissan engines between 2002 and I believe 08. If you put it back together and you notice you lost oil pressure, it's because you're missing that O-ring. This right here is a hard piece of plastic, okay? And your oil pump on this engine is right here. This is your oil pump, okay? Oil comes here, comes up, pressurizes, come out this hole. This seal needs to be right there. And you have another one too, right here. Remember, you'll lose oil pressure if that's not there, because oil will just spray right into the case, not go anywhere else in the engine. And that's your oil pressure sender unit, aka pressure gauge. So, fun facts. Don't lose this.
It was just two lovers sitting in the car, listening to Blonde, falling for each other. Thinking orange skies, feeling super childish, no Donald Glover. This call from my mother. Like, where you at tonight? Got no alibi. I was all alone with the love of my life. She's got glitter for skin.
Okay, guys, today on Redneck Engine Performance, we moved all these cars around because here's the infamous flipped Honda